really, he looks a lot better at 86, put it that way. I think physically he looks a lot better. I think it would have been hard to make 81. It must have been. That's why he's moved up. And that's a good thing about having this 86 kilo division between 81 and 91. It's a massive jump up from 81 to 91. In old money, it's 22 pounds. Just over a stone and a half. And if you feel like you're in the middle of that, then you're giving away a lot of size. So to have 86 bang in the middle, for Alfonso, I think it's absolutely ideal. So Aradoaie of Romania in the red, Alfonso of Azerbaijan by way of Cuba in the blue. Just pushing off with the shoulder there a bit, Alfonso. The referee let that go. Aradoaie slipping as he throws the right hand. Right to the body there from Alfonso.
Please come to the ring A. Mr. Adam from LLC, please come to the ring A.
Right hand off the back foot from Alfonso. Aradoaie creeping in, moving that head, but moving it slow. Jab to the gloves from Alfonso. He's happy to give a little bit of ground here, comfortable enough on the ropes, and then just moves in and gets a hold of Aradoaie and walks him back. But Aradoaie just straight back on top of him again, and Alfonso finds himself exactly where he was before. Skirts away to his left. He's not really looking to engage much in this opening round, the Cuban. Aradoaie with a high guard, just gets hit to the body there with the right hand. The accurate punches have been picked so far by Alfonso. Aradoaie is walking in, not really throwing. And there's a little bit of body on offer there, and Alfonso a few times has taken it. Well, the Cuban just pushing his man off there. The referee really shouldn't allow that. Aradoaie being slightly more aggressive here, because in the first 2 minutes of the round he's walking in without throwing, and Alfonso's happy just to let him do it, because when he gets close enough he's just been finding him to the body. Good right hand up top there, and you could see the legs go for Aradoaie. That was a solid shot. That was a solid right hand. And it was his left leg, I think, there that almost just gave way beneath him. And there's that bit of power from Alfonso. As I say, he was allowing his man to walk him down because he fancied being able to find the target with some power as he was coming in, and that's exactly what he did. $4.10.9 to $1.10.8. All for Alfonso. And this is what we saw in the opening round, really. Aradoaie just inching forward, not really throwing. And Alfonso just really able to take his time. Got through with a number of shots, and then that one towards the end of the round there, pretty much right at the end of the round. Quite damaging. Referee jumping in with the standing count. And again here, Aradoaie, when he gets up close, that time looking to let his hands go a bit more. with the 1-2 there. The Cuban, the guard just about did its job for Aradoaie. Trying to attack on the inside when he gets up closer, Aradoaie. What's been quite interesting in this fight as well is that at times, we've seen it a few times, they'll trade on the inside like they have here, and then just like he is here, Alfonso will get a hold of Aradoaie and he'll just walk him back, and Aradoaie really is just letting him do it. He's got to try and impose himself physically there, the Romanian, and say, no, I'm not just going to let you get a hold of me and walk me back off the ropes. We're going to stay here. Marching across the ring a little bit more now, Aradoaie, but Alfonso has been happy to let him do that all the way through. He's not backed him up. There's a big difference. The Romanian hasn't backed the Cuban up. The Cuban has willingly given ground, and again they're just pushing off, and as I said before, the referee shouldn't really allow that. You're not supposed to do that. Turns his man off the ropes there, nice and comfortably into the final minute of round 2. This is a tough job for Aradoaie. I don't want to be too critical of him. He's not got all that much experience. He's outgunned here on that front by Loren Alfonso, absolutely. And it's not like he's not showing any ambition, because he is coming forward. He's looking to try and get to Alfonso, but I just don't think he really believes that he can win. And again there, he just pushes him off. Just pushes him off, Alfonso, and surprising, and he's just been allowed to get away with that. Final few seconds of round 2, and he's won this round. Nearly landed a big right hand there. Looking for a strong finish. Well, 4 cards in favour of Alfonso there. The judge from Chinese Taipei finding that one for Aradoaie, but Alfonso still in cruise control, really, as we head into this third and final round. So third and final round in our final fight in the cruiserweight division in this afternoon session. This is to see who will go through to face Sharabuddin Atayev in the quarterfinals. It'll either be Paul Aradoaie of Romania or Loren Alfonso of Azerbaijan, and it looks very much like it'll be Alfonso. Born and raised in Cuba, came through that Cuban school. As I said, found himself behind Arlen Lopez at 75 kilos, made the move to Azerbaijan in 2018, boxed in the World Championships for them in 2019, got to the quarterfinals, that was at 81 kilos. Then at that same weight in Tokyo, got through to the semis where he lost to his former teammate, the aforementioned Lopez, who'd also moved up in weight by unanimous decision. But a bronze medal, still very, very impressive. And Aradoaie he's been game in this fight. He's coming forward. He's always coming forward, but he just doesn't really have the guile or the skill to land heavily on Alfonso at any point. I don't really recall him landing clean on him once. It's not been for lack of effort, not at all. But the Cuban has been happy for the Romanian to come onto him, to walk onto him. He's willingly just used the outside of the ring Gone back to the ropes, never square to the ropes. Always in that side-on stance, just wanting him to come in, and then every now and again looking to land something big, which he did at the end of the first. That right hand in the neutral corner, left to the body there, which just caused the left leg of Aradoaie to almost give way. Good head movement on the ropes there from Alfonso. Gum shields come out. Into the final minute. Throw plenty of punches there, Aradoaie, but it's just very difficult to hit Alfonso. He's as slippery as they come at cruiserweight. Trying to set Aradoaie up for the right hand there, Alfonso. Final few seconds, and it's going to be the fighter representing Azerbaijan who goes through to the quarterfinals to face Sharabuddin Atayev of the Russian Boxing Federation. Put loads into that, Aradoaie, but just so difficult to pin Alfonso down. As I said, he was always just giving that ground voluntarily. It wasn't the fact that Aradoaie was walking him down and cutting off the ring and making it uncomfortable for him. Cuban fighters are kind of the ultimate in being able to achieve what I outlined earlier, getting comfortable being uncomfortable, dealing with that pressure and not allowing it to get to them.
To the blue corner, from Azerbaijan.
Through he goes, unanimous decision. Well, 4 cards actually going to Aradoaie in that final round. The judges deciding that his greater work rate and punch output won him that final round. He didn't really land anything in that final round. I don't want to be unkind to him, but he really didn't. I would still have gone the Cubans' way in that final round. But it's Alfonso who goes through. So now we're going to the super heavyweight. 4 fights at super heavyweight to finish things off for this afternoon session.